Yo, what up, YouTube? It's your boy Zod. Anyways, man, let me just go into what I want to talk about. First and foremost, man, shout out to everybody that be supporting the channel, who's been here since day one, those who came on board and still stayed, and those just really with the function. For the ones that don't know about anything that's going on, man, there's no beef on the internet with nobody. I don't have beef with anybody on the internet. And for the most part, I would never have beef with no freaking dropouts or no fools that informed on their homeboys or fools that are just snitches, period. Like, that would be below me to beef with dudes that I would never run into, or dudes that wouldn't even want to run into me in the first place. Understand this, man. You got all these cats on the internet right now with false bravado, basically running their mouth about it because they're looking for the views. But you know, don't feed into that, because at the end of the day, these said individuals ain't finna do absolutely nothing. They're not running up. Look at this is what I don't get. For the cats that be feeding into this, like, you gotta really sit back. I know you're not stupid, so you gotta really sit back and understand it. If a snitch on this whole organization because he supposedly was mad at it, or maybe he felt like he had something coming because he was a stupid tecato that couldn't pay his bill, or you got these fools that know they're gonna get blasted, and instead of handling it like the G's that they're supposedly are, they fold. You cannot listen. Like, some of you cats are believing these cats that are straight trash. These dudes are telling their own mama to get out of a situation. You can never trust that type of individual. Now, there's a lot of fools that be on the internet running their mouth about me, but understand this, man, and this is just, the proof is in the pudding, dog. You cannot be black and be a southerner running in Southern California prisons, Northern California prisons, wherever, a California prison, be me, still come out solid after all them years, and be a bitch. Like, it's just, those two things don't make sense. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because you will do your thing regardless. You will do your thing. You ain't gonna be sitting there skating through and just laying on your bunk like if it's nothing. This is not camp. This is not level 2s. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things. You gotta really sit back and just really analyze it. Like, and for the people that don't know about California, just go Google Southerner, you know what I mean? And see what, you know, you got enough fools on the internet talking about all the get down, and that's how they make their channel. You got fools that talk enough about the Southern to get a broad idea on exactly what it consists of. Now you go listen to all them slaughter and them war stories, and then you come back and then you look at this face and see that it's black, and understand that I survived all that. Like, it was, you know, and it doesn't make me Billy bad, you know what I mean? It's just, I'm about my business, and that's just what it is. Like, people can try to scrutinize and try to say what they want, volume small, whatever. That don't matter. Black running with Southerners on 4s, on 180s, on level 3, whatever, dog. No 2s and no 1s. And I'm still here, dog. I'm still here. Like, the proof is in the pudding. Now, these cats are still here as well, but that's because they debrief. They folded. They can try to say all they want. All this, what you did with this is what did it say? I don't know, that it's not to be done, but obviously the proof is in the pudding, dog. I'm here 7 years later on YouTube, still doing the same, and I'm still here, dog. Like, I walk the street, I deal with certain individuals, like, I'm still here, dog. So for the out-of-towners that don't really know what's up, dog, don't let these fools paint a false narrative. These dudes are freaking trash, and I won't say nobody's name, because at the end of the day, it's not worth it, dog. It drags you further down the rat hole when you deal with these individuals. I can't deal with no individual, dog, that will tell on this whole crew because he felt some type of, like, these dudes that be running their mouth on the internet. These dudes are not pulling up to nowhere. You hear all this, oh, I'll come down. You're not coming nowhere, dog. You dudes are not gonna. You dudes are right now scared of your own shadow. You can't go back to your own cities, and if you do, there's police presence. Like, these dudes are not the these are not the guys to idolize. And understand, when I get on here, dog, I don't talk about kids joining gangs. If it was, like I said in a lot of other videos, I wouldn't join a gang if I was you. I'll go ahead and do my business. Now, I'm not getting on here with no false positivity, because I can be negative as shit. But as far as, like, encouraging kids to want to get into this, I don't do that, dog. I know better, because as a case, I be trying to get my own kids to do it. And that just was never the case, dog. Like, I lived this life because I chose to live it. and I loved it. You know what I mean? And even though I had a lot of negatives, I had a lot of a lot of positive. Now, you'll have all these cats on the internet painting this false narrative about Southerners being racist and all that. Look, dude, I've had homies from Orange County, which a lot of people say, oh, them fools are all racist. Of course, you're going to run into a few cats that, and it's not even, it's just because they're about their people. Like, you got whites that's only about their people, and you got blacks that's only about their people, and then you got, it's just what it is. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't make everybody change their stripes. It's just, they see things a certain way. You got homies that grew up in predominantly black neighborhoods that are racist as hell, and it ain't because they were getting beat on, it's just they just didn't like it. So the false narrative being played, you know what I mean? I had cellies from San Diego, like, you know what I mean? I've had homies from IE, like, that were my tight cellies, that when it's time to go down, they was right there. You know, I've had homies from you know, Simi Valley and all these other spots, fucking Oxnard, the homies from Chicas. I've had homies from everywhere, you know what I'm saying? Like, that were righteous cellies. And when it's, like I said, when it's time to rock, they were right there, and they never let them hook her down. And so when you get these false narratives that's all double S is racist, it's wrong, dog. Like, it's just you believing in the hype, dog. I mean, there's certain things that were set in place that have taken place that, you know, would give people a different. But I'm here to tell you, dog, you don't do almost 15 years in California State Prison and still be living like this, and you know what I mean, for that narrative to be valid. We've, you know, I heard one dude say something about spreads, dog. I've had many spreads. You know what I mean? Like, it's like these dudes weren't even incarcerated themselves. They were looking at movies and taking bits and pieces off that. Understand, man, that narrative is false. That's all I'm going to say on that. Now, as far as like dudes supposedly addressing me, nobody's addressing me right now, dog. These cats are all dropouts, and I refuse to say their name because they're dropouts, dog. It's now if it's a homie and there's actual issues, there's ways to go about a lot of different things, you know what I mean? But that's for homies. But for a dropout or some type of PC or some 2-5 or some trash bag that can't even go back to his own city, you know what I'm saying? Like, what words would I have for him? You know what I mean? Or them, or they, or thus, or whatever binary term they want to, you know, characterize themselves by. Like, it's one of those things. Now, the whole reason I'm making the video is because right now my algorithm is popping, my revenue is going up, and fools continue to talk about me like I'm God. And though it may be slander, they're still speaking on me, and I refuse to speak on them. Now, how should I say, dog? All I'm saying is this, dog, and this is, you know, for the small-minded individuals that need to think. If cats can't even go back to their own city and not in good standing with anybody that they've ever affiliated with, why would I address them? You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I even go out on my way to get at any of them when they can't even go back to their own hoods? Like, I can go to my hood all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I can go to my hood all day. Like, and it's good. Like, it's respect there. Now, I challenge these dudes to go back to their own neighborhoods. You know what I mean? They old neighborhoods, but they can't. Why? Because they getting sliced up. They probably gonna get smoked. Like, these fools know. They ain't stupid. So when fools get on the net and they try to act like they're super gangsters, but you can't go back to your block, like, you know, you got dudes that try to act like they're positive, but then, you know, when you're positive and you're trying to put out a certain message, you don't come at other people on some gang stuff. So what? You know, you got lames that be like, oh, well, he talked about the North. Yeah, I said what I said. I don't care. Like, it is what it is. I don't have to affiliate with nobody that I consider an adversary. That's just what it is. Now, fools are upset at that fact when they should just get off the net and be like, go handle their business, or just be like, whatever. It goes without saying, dog. Like, it goes without saying. Like fools want me to go there and hold hands with these mother. Like, hey, dog, you need to change the narrative. I'm not changing nothing, dog. That's my perspective. That's what I see. That's how I feel. It ain't even about hate. It's just I just don't deal with certain cats because that's just what it is, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not feeling a fucker's vibe enough to want to kick it with dudes or try to be friends. Like I said, I'm not in prison. I don't have to deal with cats. You know what I mean? And then you got all these random dudes that supposedly from bottoms down south. Like, say your name, dog. Say your name. Say whatever you gotta say, and line it up. Like, if it's just that serious, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got lames that like, oh, my vodka, I haven't heard of your vodka. I haven't heard of this. Like, and I've heard of every neighbor from Los Angeles. No, you haven't, because I can name a gang of hoods that you probably wouldn't even know existed. There's big ones and there's small ones, and then there's really small ones. You know what I'm saying? It's like some come and some gone. Anyways, man, for the people that don't know, man, enjoy your day, man. You can pay attention to these PCs and these dropouts. I'm never going to say their name because it's not worth it. It's not like they coming to fight me. These dudes, they're not going to do nothing, dog, but make videos on me and do nothing. You got dudes that wear masks. You got dudes that talks that got fake profiles. You got dudes that know that I can never catch them because they're never going to be outside. They're not on their blocks. They're not anywhere where you can really touch them. They're not even coming down south to spots where they know they can get got. They're going to hide, dog. Now, with that being said, I get it. My channel is not booming. I'm not talking about, all the little intricate details that you want to know, like you can do when you go to these dropout channels. They'll tell you everything, every business, waifu got killed, waifu got stabbed. They'll tell you all that, you know what I mean? They'll lie to you and tell you why they PC'd up and why they decided to drop the organization and why they felt like they were just beyond it now. Nah, just call a spade and just keep it a buck. Fools dropped out because they were scared they were going to die. Plain and simple. Did Zod drop out? Did Zod forego his colors? No. But it's not about gang shit. It's just the truth in the pudding. See these gray hairs? I got these, dog, and I'm still living. I'm still living, dog. And I'm still going to be pushing around the Valle. I'm still going to be pushing through LA. I'm still going to be pushing in the AV. I'm going to be pushing everywhere I feel like I need to push. That's when you're good, you can do that type of stuff. I challenge any of these fools to do it. Any of them, to get out there and just really, like, don't pop up when you know there's a gang of cops around. Don't come to spots where you know that ain't gonna be nobody out there. Pop up at night or something. Like, you fools are Billy Badass. Like, pop up at night in spots where you know that it's cracking. You know what I mean? Half the time people ain't gonna even know who these lames are, but like I said, this video ain't even directed at nobody. It's just me talking on my channel, and people continue to watch and continue to make videos, but don't continue to do nothing. People, you pray for my downfall. It ain't came, dog. Hey, but for the people that watch the channel, man, like I said, man, thank you for participating, and for my haters, thank you, man. You really drove me up in the algorithm. Like, right now, you got my channel popping. Continue to watch. Continue to comment, negative, whatever. Just continue to comment. Keep pressing that dislike button that ain't showing. Continue to tell me what you'll do, but you ain't doing. Just continue to be trash lovers. You know what I mean? And if you're a Gava, and no shot at you, but if you're a Gava and you're speaking on our politics, like, you're irrelevant, dog. Don't tell me about nothing, and you don't even stay in this state no more. You come to the valley and get bodied. I'm just saying, dog. Like, I'm put you in the, anyways, man. You enjoy your day, and I'm out.